Нету. Вот у вас 13 есть, а 10 нету.
У вас видео немножко, кажется, тормозит, да? А
Нет,
код не тормозит,
знаю.
а у вас тормозит.
Не должно, по идее. У вас есть?
Что есть?
Так, я спрашиваю у всех. Я торможу, нет?
Ну, есть.
Да.
Да.
Есть такое.
Сейчас попробую. Я просто VPN включил. Сейчас. Теперь есть, нет?
Хорошо, хорошо.
Да, я этот VPN включил. Давайте этот. Мы прогоним, значит, Speaking Part 1, Part 2 и Part 3. Все, okay. So, ready?
Yeah, sure.
Of course. Okay. Так, все остальные, пожалуйста, выключите звук, чтобы нам не мешать. Please. Okay. Спасибо. So, good evening. My name is Sultan. What's your name?
My full name is Lužana Bota, but you can call me Bota.
Okay, Bota. So, in this first part, I'm going to ask you some questions on a general topic. And are you ready to begin?
I am.
Okay, so let's talk about teachers. Did you ever want to be a teacher?
Yeah, sure. From early childhood, I dreamt about to be a teacher because my mom is a teacher, and she was my role model. And I decided to be a teacher after finishing the school.
Okay, thanks. Which teacher do you remember best from your school or university?
Okay, from school years, I remember the person. I remember math teacher. Yeah, she was strict, and she has her own characters.
Okay. What did you like most about your teachers?
What do I like about my teachers?
Did you like in the past?
Okay. They. I'd like to say that they were smart and responsible people.
Okay. And do teachers remember their students in Kazakhstan?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not sure, but I guess that it depends on the situation. Yeah, if the student is active and does his best, in this case, it is likely to remember the student, but in other cases, it is probably impossible to remember all students.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks. Let's move on and talk about pets. Have you ever had a pet?
Okay, so I don't frankly speaking, I'm not fond of pets at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What kind of pets do people like to have?
I guess people keen on keeping dogs.
Mm-hmm. And why would it be?
Because dogs are friendly and they don't do so much noise as cats, maybe, and other kinds of pets.
Mm-hmm. So, what kind of pets are common in your country?
Okay, as I have mentioned before, the common ones are dogs, and I would say cats too.
Okay, thank you. Do many people in your country have pets?
I would say that not all people, but the most population, they just keep pets.
Okay, thanks. Now let's move on and talk about weekends. How do you usually spend your weekends?
Okay, on on Saturday, I usually do houseworks. Yeah, I do cleaning, washing, and ironing, and the other kind of stuff around my home. And on Sunday, I'd like to go outside, go shopping, and meeting with my friends.
Okay. Which is your favorite part of the weekend?
For me, it is Friday. It is Friday because after Friday we have 2 days days off.
Mm-hmm. Do you think your weekends are long enough?
Yeah, sure. I guess 2 days are enough to feel relaxed, to watch films, to do houseworks and other kind of stuff.
Okay, thanks. How important do you think is to relax at the weekends?
Of course, after a long, stressful a week, people need to feel relaxed, to keep their mind out of problems and out of work. And this really helps to avoid some different diseases and illnesses.
Okay, thank you. That is the end of speaking part 1. Now we're going to continue. For the speaking part 2, I'm going to give you a topic. I will write it down on the chat, and I'd like you to describe, if you have something like a pen or a piece of paper, you can make some notes. Describe someone you know who does something well. Who does something well? So that's a new topic. Describe someone you know who does something well. So basically, I want you to talk about someone who is good at something.
Mm-hmm.
You may take your time to think of some ideas. Okay, thank you. Your 1-minute preparation time is over. And could you please start speaking now?
Okay. So now I'm gonna tell you about my close friend whose name is Mika. Who she is beautiful. She is tall and a well-organized person. She is 27 years old, and she is married. Now she has a son. Recently, she has opened her own language center in the downtown of the city, and it is a good opportunity to attract people, attract students, and she is really good at teaching. Her language center is about teaching different languages such as English, Chinese, and Russian. She is really good at teaching. She is fond of working with children, and from her early childhood, she thought about opening her own language center, and now it has on average 200 students, and first it gives her a lot of money. Yeah, she earns money by doing it, and on the other hand, she really enjoy what she does right now. And one thing is that she wants to invite me to her language center to work together, and it is good idea, but now I'm not certain about about working there because I have another plans for the future. But I get that the person who really does good work is Mika, as I remember.
Okay, thank you. And that is the end of speaking part 2. So give me your card back, please. Okay.
Here you
So
are.
we've been talking about someone you know who does something well, and I'd like you to discuss with you some topics related to this. So let's talk about skills and abilities. What skills and abilities do people most want to have nowadays?
Okay, today using the latest technologies is so important. That's why people want to be aware of how to use them.
Okay.
The skills of using technologies.
And why would it be so important nowadays?
Because it requires their work, their job, and so on.
What skills should children learn at school, in your opinion?
They should learn how to read, write, how to speak correctly, and how to listen something.
And what about home? What kind of skills can children or should children learn at home?
At home, they should learn the skills how to cook. For example, if we talk about girls, they need to learn how to cook some dishes, how to do cleaning and washing and sewing at the same time, and so on. If we talk about the boys, of course, it is about some maybe how to plant maybe trees.
Okay. Let's talk about the future. Which skills do you think will be important in the future?
So in the near future, I guess being able, possessing skills and abilities relating to the latest technologies would be the most significant.
Okay, now let's talk about salaries for skilled people. Which kind of jobs have the highest salary in your country?
I guess today programists and IT workers have a high salary than other people.
And why would they have high salaries?
Because it requires a lot of mental work.
Are there any other jobs that you think should have high salaries?
Yeah, of course. I would have to say that teachers should be paid more money than they have right now, because they work from the early morning till the evening, and they have a deal with students with their abilities, with their characters, and it is really hard. It is really hard to deal with it, and that's why the government should increase income or salary of teachers.
And I have one more question. Some people say that it would be fair for society if everyone has the same salary. Do you agree with this idea?
No. Could you repeat the question, please?
Okay, so some people say that all the workers should have equal salary. Do you agree with this opinion? Or they should be paid differently?
Okay, I see. So no, I disagree with this statement that because there are a lot of professions and a lot of jobs in terms of their working hours and the efforts that they make while working. For example, there are some jobs that require only 2 or 3 hours working, but there are another one that require more hours, and it requires a lot of efforts, such as being a teacher, for example.
Okay, got it. So thank you. That is the end of the speaking exam. Your scores will be posted in 10 business days. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
No. Okay. Так, Женерке можете выключать. Достаточно.